Good afternoon and welcome to the Sports Injury Clinic Facebook Live. Today we have a very special guest with us, our first outside guest. We've got Beckie White from Miss Velvet. We've been working, the Sports Injury Clinic has been working alongside Miss Velvet and a couple of other businesses for some time, doing a magazine, Inside and Out, and it's about inner health and how people look and feel on the outside as well, and putting those together. So obviously here at the clinic we're dealing with injuries and getting people back on their feet and back into life. But Beckie's role is just as important of people looking and feeling good on the outside. So give us an overview, Beck, of what Miss Velvet and your styling is all about.
Sure. Well, firstly, thanks, Pip, and to the Sports Injury Clinic for having us and for all the cross-networking we've done over the years. It's been really valuable and vital for, I think, both clients to see and understand the benefits of what it is to work inner and out at the same time. So Miss Velvet is a styling boutique where we work with women to empower them through the art of dressing. So we do a lot of illusion dressing, teaching them how to dress for their body style, not necessarily their body shape, just empowering them to be better versions of themselves, and then working with people like yourself and some of our other businesses, colour collections with hair and styling and beauty, and then also you guys with the inside and looking after your physical attributes as well.
Fantastic. And how long have you been doing what you've been doing?
Yeah, so Miss Velvet's been, we just turned 6 years old, so we just celebrated our birthday in March. Prior to that, I was in the beauty industry myself and have worked with women on the peninsula for over 25-ish years, long time now. Who's counting?
Do you want to add a few more
No,
years?
no, he's counting. And my husband, he's been working with women on the peninsula and men for over, I think, close to 40 years. Once again, I was in the beauty and hair industry first, and really ticked every goal and box that I'd wanted to achieve in that industry, and had a fire inside my belly of what else could I do and deliver to the community. I am really passionate about Frankston, and at the time realised that there was a lack of looking after women to do with the art of dressing and teaching them how to be the best versions of themselves through clothes. So, that's why Miss Velvet was born, and it's been a really interesting, good journey, and very honoured to work with many of the women that we work with on the peninsula.
Fantastic. And is there a common thing that you hear from women that come into the shop, or even, maybe they haven't come in yet, but that's a common complaint of women, or a common thing where they're not finding their value or their self-worth?
Yeah, really good question. So a lot of our clients, we find their mums, so that's sort of our target audience, 30 to 50 plus year olds. So mums of children with varying ages in that. And I find the common thread is that women lack confidence. They lack putting themselves first, and they say they lack time. But time is really just an excuse for the other two, I believe. So I guess as women go through their life cycle, our bodies will change, and pregnancy, as you guys would know, definitely is a big change to the physical body, but also to the mental state, I should say, as well. So women, once we have children, we think, and I've got 3 children myself who are now teenagers, so I certainly understand and get where my clients come from. So for us, it's all about re-educating them on how to be, to put themselves first and to not feel guilty about it. And also by doing that, they then teach their children really good qualities to put themselves first, while still being empathetic to others. I'm not saying to run your own race and to forget about everybody else. That's not what it's about. It's about finding the balance. I think many mums don't put themselves first, and we like to flip side that.
Yeah, I think we see that here too with injuries. The mums are the ones looking after the children, or their own parents or in-laws that may still be alive and need that care as well, and quite often make a choice to look after themselves. And I suppose sometimes it's also that financial decision, paying for things for the children rather than spending some money on themselves with clothes and shoes and looking good. Yeah,
and we see that a lot, and it's about, we find giving our clients the permission. So as you say, financial reasons can often get in the way, but it's just about creating some really good planning and putting you in the plan rather than putting the kids and then maybe your husband or partner and then yourself. So it's about everybody being equal in the financial planning of delivering what needs to be, what each person wants, I guess. So your kids want their sport and their friend time, and you also want that, but you also need clothing and to feel empowered and beautiful in your own choice of what you want to put on.
Yes,
so.
yeah, and the time when you hit on is important as well. I know some of our services are that you need to do the proactive stuff or the rehabilitation to feel better again. But again, you've got to put that in and slot it into a time.
Yeah. And we offer that service for a lot of our clients who are lacking in time, where we can pre-shop for them, have a selection of choices all ready for them to go. And I think many of your clients we've done that for as well. So we offer a few different services that help save the time. But we find what we like to do is get to know our clients through what they're buying and their wardrobes. And then we can interact new items, help them revamp an old item and have it looking sort of on trend for them. So we get to know them on another deeper level and then allowing them to save time and money as well in that sort of service. So.
Yes, I do know that you have your pieces that will last multiple seasons, and then you also have your sort of pop colour for the season as well. So that's fantastic.
Yes, we like to call those the investment pieces. So your investment piece is an article of clothing that you would pay a little bit more money for. So like a jacket, good pair of pants, it might be a classic dress, pair of shoes, and that's an item that is going to see you through many outfits. And then your other pieces that are a bit more fashion forward or on trend or just a colour that you love now, you might spend a little bit less on, and they can be thrown out at the end of a season when the garment's sort of got worn looking or you don't like it anymore. But some of your classic investment pieces are key to your wardrobe success.
Fantastic. And is there a common, at the end of working with some of your clients, is there a common, thanks or gratitude that you hear? Is there...
Yeah, this is what really floats my boat, and I guess what makes it all worthwhile is just seeing a woman who comes into you with, and I'm sure you see it on a physical sense, where they come in slumped, they're in pain of some description. For us, it is a mental pain. For you, it's physical, probably a bit of both. And then having them walk out looking taller, feeling $1 million without having to spend that $1 million. So it's just confidence, and they all say there's this inner spark or the fire that gets relit. And as I say, I think it's just we create a space, a safe space where they can be themselves, and we give them permission, which I think we, as women and in our society, we tend to feel guilty or all the stuff that is just story that doesn't serve us well to move forward and to be a good role model.
The working mum, the non-working mum.
Yeah. And we can be stuck between that rock and a hard place. And as I said, I've experienced it as well. I don't know that you stop experiencing it, but you just get more comfortable with it and learning to just be you.
So have you got one tip for us today? One tip on feeling good on the outside?
Yeah, so the main thing I would say is dance to the beat of your own drum. And by that what I mean is, as women, we will always stretch the truth towards, our version of the truth towards the negative, about 30 to 40%. And that's usually about our body shape, our skin, our hair. It might be, they're just excuses for why we don't feel empowered. So I would say get comfortable dancing to the beat of your own drum in the fact that your body is what it is today. Tomorrow's another day, and yesterday was, the past. So you can't worry about the past, and you can prepare for the future, but you really have to be in the present moment. So chuck out the clothes that don't fit you on either side of the scale. As women, we do go up and down through life, but make sure your wardrobes have current things in them or items in them that do fit, because that will also help with your mental state to get comfortable and to dance to the beat of your own drum. And if you like to wear hot pink, and it's something that really makes you feel wonderful, so wear it. If someone's told you they don't like hot pink, that's okay. That's not their drum to be beating to. Yours is. So, that would be just my main thing, is just get comfortable with who you are. And the more we can do that is, I believe, the more we can teach our younger girls, and boys for that matter, to do the same. And that individuality is really key. You don't really want to be a dime a dozen and be lost in the crowd. You want to stand up for who you are and be proud of that, and know that not everybody's going to like it, and be okay with that.
Fantastic. Yeah, thanks, Becky.
Thanks, Pip.
So if you'd like to know more, the Inside and Out magazine is available online and in hard copy, and you can certainly pop into Miss Velvet or come and visit us at the clinic. Thanks.